33 years ago, NBC News correspondent Ron Nessen became Gerald Ford's press secretary. And 2 years ago, Tony Snow left Fox News to do the same for George W. Bush. But neither of them was Oprah Winfrey. In our third story, the idea of a titanic media figure officially becoming involved in a presidential campaign finds its only parallel in fiction, like the movie classic A Face in the Crowd, where a corn-pone host with Oprah-esque influence, played by Andy Griffith, becomes a primary advisor to a stodgy conservative senator and is being primed for the very evil-sounding job of Secretary of National Morale. What if Oprah Winfrey started giving speeches for Barack Obama? Is Winfrey already endorsing him for president, saying she'd only be pretending to be objective with anybody else?
I have never, spoken out politically about anybody. I think that he has the capability, certainly the potential to be a great leader.
And she's going far beyond simply that. For the first time, throwing a $3 million fundraiser at her 42-acre Promised Land estate, which occupies most of the coast of California. And more than $2,000 a ticket, it's already a sellout, with Will Smith, Halle Berry, and Stevie Wonder among the attendees. But that's only the money. The Washington Post reporting Oprah campaign ads are in the works, a personal touch that could give the second-place candidate a needed boost. It also reports she's considering an even larger role, maybe stumping for Obama on the campaign trail. Craig Crawford of Congressional Quarterly doing double duty tonight as political analyst and Oprah Winfrey analyst. Craig, good evening.
Not even Oprah's beyond analysis.
They all laughed at those Oprah-Obama bumper stickers. The order was just wrong. She has the highest rated talk show on TV. She is an iconic figure. Can we estimate the actual impact of her actually being involved in this campaign?
I think actually there's a potential for a law of diminishing returns here, Keith, for Obama. If she gets so involved in the campaign, she overpowers him. I really think he's probably better off with her just having him on the show a few times, endorsing him, like she did with Arnold Schwarzenegger, by the way. I thought I covered that California recall election. I thought she actually made an impact, helped Schwarzenegger out quite a bit, but didn't go so far as to go on the stump for him.
But yeah, that idea is what I suppose makes this a little different than anything we've ever talked about previously, even with her. I mean, this isn't Charlie Chaplin endorses Al Smith here. No. It's really, if it's really big, is it wandering into, geez, you got to take her show off the air territory, because NBC has to dump Fred Thompson Law and Order episodes, and TV-wise, Oprah Winfrey makes Fred Thompson look like a local weatherman somewhere.
Well, and she did help Thompson out by creating Dr. Phil, his lookalike. But the thing is, Oprah owns her show, and she's distributed around the country. Affiliates might have to make individual decisions. I don't know if Oprah, she might not be beyond analysis, but she might be beyond regulation in this respect. That is one problem. That is a downside you have with celebrities, by the way, is they have a tendency to make it all about themselves, and they have their own agendas. I recall when Michael Dukakis in 1988, his campaign so excited they had Richard Gere going to campaign for him until they discovered the only thing Gere wanted to talk about was the Dalai Lama. This is what happens often with celebrities, and Oprah will have her own agenda, and top of that agenda is going to be her.
Yeah, but Dukakis did carry expatriate Tibetans in that election.
There you go.
Thompson is now finally in the campaign officially. He's campaigning in Iowa tonight. He did not go to that Republican debate last night, but he sponsored it. He actually ran an ad during the debate and then went on Leno against the debate in some areas to announce his own candidacy. Comedian Rush Limbaugh complained about this. Is this the kind of thing, that whole playing of the field, that gets you into big trouble later with your own party, even if he somehow gets the nomination? Doesn't he have to work with some of these Republican hierarchy members, or would they be as steamed at him as one would presume?
Political folks have a way of overlooking things. If you're a winner, they sort of forget the past. I actually think Thompson's made a good move here to break apart from the crowd, especially since he's getting in late. I think there's a tendency with all these debates to think the presidential campaign is some sort of kumbaya summer camp for the field of candidates. It's about individual campaigns, and I know a lot of these candidates were actually jealous that Thompson's pulled this off because they're tired of the debates.
Something, obviously another page you took from Schwarzenegger here. One last thing, one political thing here before we close. The word that there's supposed to be another Osama Bin Laden tape next week at some point. He's got some sort of message. It may be an endorsement for Just for Men. We're not sure with the beard and everything. But in terms of presidential races, is him popping up still the moneymaker for Republicans it was once? Or has that knee-jerk reaction been tempered politically?
It's bound to be tempered. You know, I was wrong back in 2004 when it came out in the last weekend of the campaign. I thought it would remind people that the president had not caught him. It was just the opposite effect. Apparently it scared voters. So I guess, that's a possibility. But I think anymore these Bin Laden tapes are just kind of like, as stale as reruns of Hogan's Heroes or something.
I know nothing. Craig Crawford, that's not a quote from you. That's just Hogan's Heroes reference. Craig Crawford of CQ and MSNBC, as always. Great, thanks, Craig.
Good to be here.